Okay, so I got home from church, and you know what's interesting? I'm gonna tell you. Okay, so it was it was kind of like not the greatest day at work, um, but it was bad. So I probably gonna stay in the flow pool for a while, which is fine, I guess. I don't care. But it was rough. It was not a good day. We were really slow. There was nothing to do. And, first part I was with this lady, and then the second part I was doing education, and I finished education early, and I was like, oh my, it's 2:30, and I have nothing to do. So I was kind of like kind of pecking around for stuff to do, and I don't know, it ended okay. And then let me think what else happened. Oh my god, so I had a light bulb moment today. Okay, so there was these med students that came and did rotations today, and I was ignoring them. Like I always ignore boys. That's what I do. But and then it clicked later. I was like, you know what? I am going to nab like a second or third year med student. I'm gonna marry one, and because then it's perfect. Because then when he graduates, I will be starting, and then he can do his residency while I'm in med school. And bam, it's awesome. Yes, problem solved. Oh my goodness. So basically, trying to think. So this morning I got up, went to CrossFit, and then I went to my appointment. So she said she was going to send me all these links, and she didn't. Okay, so I went to the SBA thing at MSCCU, and I told her about my property and everything, and I was like, they're gonna auction it off, and I'm sure that I said too much. I've been. That's why I'm not telling anybody anything. Because I'm like, somebody is gonna steal my property. So I'm like, this bitch is gonna steal my property. I'm like, I hope I'm being paranoid, but bitch shouldn't say shit to me the whole day. I emailed her and requested the links, nothing. So I'm like, I'm really on edge. So I need to keep praying and everything about it, getting funding and everything. So let me think. So Michael picked me up from work. He volunteered. I did not ask him because I was going to take the trolley. And I guess some black girl did his hair today, and he was they're just gonna be like, don't say anything. Like my angels were like, just don't say anything. He's a bad person, don't say anything. So I didn't, and it was a good thing. Well, I did say one thing. It's really hard for me to not say anything at all. But one thing he said something, I was like, hey, can you take me to my real estate test Friday? Or yeah. He's like, were you? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, it's far. And I'm like, yeah. So then he's like, you shouldn't even do this. You don't have a car, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I couldn't help it. I was like, well, I'm not going to sit on my hands and twiddle my thumbs in the meantime. And he's like, is that what you think we do? Blah, blah, blah. I've never said anything. Like, I don't know why he thinks that I think that, why he thinks I would think something like that. Probably because I'm busy and I stay productive for racing. But he was crazy, and he was like, he wanted to hit me so bad. And I was like, I'm not going to say anything because that's it. They'll hit you because you're not talking. So I'm like, I'm going to get hit no matter what. Well, they know this. I'm just not saying anything because he was, you get the aggressive vibes. He gets like that sometimes. So thankfully, he dropped me off and went to the gym. And I had lunch, and I was my day for dinner cleanup. And then I went to church. And let me tell you, a miracle happened. Absolute miracle. So the leader of the group met me as we were going, and she's like, I have some questions for you. And she had my testimony, and she's like, Chris wanted me to ask you questions about this. And it was like, that was exactly. It was such a godsend. It was like, that is what I needed. I needed to talk down and verbalize everything. So especially because after the visit with Matt, and I started to spill the beans to Matt about everything, about Kyle and everything. And then I spilled him again. And she's like, what, were you venting? Do you want help? I'm like, yeah, I want help. I want my baby back. And you know what? Not only do you want my baby back, I want justice. Once upon a time, giving him a kid will go on their merry way. But at this point, it's too late. It's too late. I want justice. So anyway, so it was really good. We talked like the whole Wednesday night. Like, I don't even know, but it was amazing. It was like the best thing ever. Thank God. And then we talked. And then after that, we were like 10 minutes. She's like, we're going to be disruptive. So we got to worship, which I miss being in this like this class. It's like understanding depression. I don't really struggle from depression anymore. It's just like I was having some issues when I got here because, like, if you, as you recall, I like to like open a bunch of windows of YouTube and I listen to a bunch of stuff while I sleep. Because I'm hoping that I will learn something. And it's kind of like having schizophrenia because it's like all these voices all at once. And I love it. And then I take my sleeping pill and I sleep through it. And it's the best because I wake up good. Like, but then when I got here, like the first like 2 weeks to the room here, I stopped doing it. I wasn't listening to the Bible audio app. I wasn't listening to my YouTube, anything. And I was starting to have like these subconscious, like back here in the subconscious part of my brain, I was having attacks, and I'm having this, like depression, and like I'm feeling really low, like wake up feeling depressed, and I'm like not motivated, not wanting to get up, get around and do things. And then I was talking to the RA at the time. What's her name? Tammy. And she's like, someone was telling me how they attack you when you're sleeping because you can't protect yourself. So then I started listening to the Bible app, and I started doing at least listen to one YouTube, and I like to listen to multiples. And then it's not an issue. Like literally, it's just while I'm sleeping in my subconscious mind, I cannot protect it. I can fight it like hell up here, or like heaven. I can fight it up here, but I can't. Even when I'm awake, they can't do subconscious. I have to be asleep, and it has to be back here. The only person who attacks my subconscious at the present time would be Michael. And talk about Heartbreak Hotel. And like, I can't do anything right now because I'm going to lose, because I'm the one who cares. I'm the one that still loves him. He is so moved on from whatever. So anyway, he's got like, I don't even know the half of it. And just the part I know is way too much. It's too much. And it changes every day. It changes every damn day, and so I'm like, praying for deliverance. I used to pray for victory, and now I just pray for deliverance. I just want to be delivered. I want to be healed. I want to be whole. I don't want this to hurt anymore. I don't want this to haunt me. On and on and on. Just want it to go away, because it's kind of like almost like he's absent so much. It's almost like he's in prison because he's just gone. And it's been that way the whole time. And whenever, now that I'm homeless, and like those guys like to fuck up, which means, you know what I mean? They try to move up in the world by fucking somebody who's not in the gutter with them. So now that I am homeless and around the corner in his hood, I lost my status with him. So he doesn't know them anymore. Yeah, he's like, we're all here. We're all on the same playing field. So, and plus he already stopped living with me before anyway. And so it is what it is. It is what it is. So anyway, so I'm happy that I'm trying to at least consider other relationships, because for the longest I wouldn't even, and I'm still pretty stubborn. It's still probably going to be a while, but the fact that I'm considering it is progress. I'm happy. I'm excited. So regardless, so it's 9:00, and I really need to study for my real estate test. And I actually clear-minded enough. I think that I just might be able to. So all I can say is God is showing up like in ways that He never has before in my life. Just the way Nancy came to talk to me, and exactly what I needed. So I'm sad I continue praying for victory, and it's gonna have to happen because I'm asked out the way things are now. Anyway, so I'm gonna go, and I found a ride. Kelly's gonna take me to my real estate test. Hey, I'm so happy. God's provisions are amazing. And as I was getting out of Kelly's car, she's like, God's gonna give you a car. I can feel it. Yes. Anyway, I'm gonna